And today, we are reacting to. She flew to Miami to get her cheeks clapped and instantly regretted it. I ain't gonna lie.
Guys,
Shady.
this guy.
Oh, wait, hold up, hold up. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. As a nigga who live in Florida, women, I know you be listening to Young Miami, spin that shit. Yeah, that's cool and all. But I'm telling you right now, if you come down here and you're trying to find you a nigga that's gonna trick and do this and that, one or two things is gonna happen. You're either gonna be kidnapped, human trafficked, and this is for research purposes only, by the way, YouTube. You're gonna be kidnapped and trafficked, or you're just gonna straight out be pimped, or like something worse. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna win in this situation. I can't lie. You're not gonna come to Miami. A nigga's not gonna pay for all of your things, and you think that like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not happening. But hey, let's get into the video.
Guys, this guy flew me to Miami for our second date for a vacation thing, and I'm pretty sure he ghosted me while we were here. Like, he left. I have no idea
Oh, see, I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't even expecting that. That nigga just straight up dipped. She bad though. I wonder what she did.
why, and I know this sounds like naive. I really don't think it was anything I did, but TBD, because I don't know why he left or when he left or how he drove, but whatever. We're gonna call him Michael for the purpose of this story. So yesterday, Michael was like, oh, I'm gonna go get lunch with my sister really quickly. I haven't seen her in 2 years. I'll be back at noon. I was like, okay, cool. Just don't forget we have these hard to get lunch reservations at 1:30. He's like, yeah, I'll be back before then. So I went to the pool, minded my business, soaking up the sun. At 1:10, I was like, hey, where are you? Like, don't forget about lunch. No answer. And then at 1:20, I said, where are you? Like, are you picking me up for lunch? Because he has his car here. Like, he drove a couple of hours away from Tampa.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you right now, the reason why that nigga left is because you be talking way too fast and way too much. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, my boy. Like, that nigga flew you out to Miami to get busy. Like, bro, he not trying to do all that, bro. Like, you was just yapping, and that nigga looked you dead in your face, and that nigga said, I need to get up out of here. I need to go.
And I was like, hey, like, where are you? Then I started getting really frustrated, and I texted him something like, yo, this is just so disrespectful to me and my time, and like, blah, blah, blah.
Stupid
and he's like,
bitch.
hey, sorry to be non-responsive. I just found out some devastating news. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm a very caring person. I don't think that's the word. But I'm a very trusting person, so
She meant to say annoying. She's a very annoying person.
I was like, oh yeah, like something happened. Which to this time, I feel like something still happens. My friend don't think that something happened. They're like, oh, he definitely has a secret wife who was like, get your ass home. But it gets worse. I pushed the reservation back to 2. He misses that reservation too. And like, this is before he told me he had this quote devastating incident. And so housekeeping, and I promise this is important, housekeeping ends up coming, and I was like, okay, like this is at 3:30, I think. I was like, you can come on in. And after they made the bed, I took a nap. And so obviously they cleaned the shower too, which is important. And as I'm getting ready to go hang out with some of my other friends, I was like, fuck this. And I think this is still before I knew what happened. Actually, I think I knew that there's this quote devastating event. And so then I look around and I look in the corner and I realize his stuff's not there. I was like, did he come get his stuff while I was taking a nap? Like, that is so disrespectful. And there is the possibility that he possibly got.
Yo, chat, y'all want me to 2x the video? Actually, nah, we 2x it. Yo, yeah, it'll go faster, but I ain't gonna lie. We're not gonna be able to stand what the fuck she's saying, bro. Like, bro, why is she just yapping like that, bro? Like, that's kind of crazy, bro. Oh, wait, nah, that's the wrong sound. There we go. Alright, we gonna act like you didn't just hear what I said before, and I'm gonna say it again so I can press the right sound on the soundboard. Bro, like, why is she even doing all that, gang? Like, let it go. Appreciate y'all, chat, for letting me get that off.
Got it while I was at the pool, and he was supposed to be home by noon, and like all of that. That could have possibly been when he got it, but I don't know, because we're both very clean when we travel, so our stuff is like very compact. It almost looks like somebody's bedroom. But if he did get it while I was napping, that's disrespectful. And I noticed this morning when I was showering that there was a washcloth that was wet in there. I was like, did he get his stuff and then shower? Because housekeeping would have cleaned it up yesterday if he had showered before they came. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that would be so disrespectful. My friend's like, were you sleeping through all of this? I was like, yeah, I'm a tank. So not quite sure what's happening right now. I'll keep you guys updated. I'm gonna go run up some room service. Anyway, here's the first of many pina coladas on his tab. Thank you.
On his tab, baby girl, I promise you, as soon as that nigga dipped, The first thing he did was take his card off file. That's the first thing he did. I'm going to keep it a bean. So everything you're ordering right now, you're going to have to pay for. Because they're going to try to charge the card on file, which I said he's definitely took off. It's going to decline, and they're going to be on your ass.
So first off, this is the second video where a dude got the hotel, clapped, then dipped, right? So first thing I want to say about this sister, I appreciate she has very nice teeth. The fact that she's speaking so close into the camera. I appreciate the fact that she's wearing her natural hair. She's high yellow. Of course. I know what all y'all gonna say anyway. But this is one of those things, one of those strange situations. Unless you like to get high, or unless you were high, drunk, under the influence, I know you sleep like a tank, before a guy to come in, that means that anybody, room service, any stranger could come in there and do something to you.
Yeah, facts. I was looking, I didn't want to say nothing, but I was looking thinking that. I was like, yo, wait, hold up. I was like, yo, what you mean you didn't wake up? You didn't wake up? You didn't wake up? Gang, if somebody drops a pin downstairs while I'm asleep, I'm going to wake up. For real. I don't know if it's because I got PTSD. I don't know why, but I know for a fact if a motherfucker couldn't. Because when you open the hotel key door, it go like, bing, like it makes a noise to alert whoever's inside that somebody is coming inside. So that's number one. So you telling me you slept through that? You slept through the shower water hitting the floor and being loud as shit? Because showers, I don't know if y'all ever been in a hotel, but I promise you, when a motherfucker's showering, it's not like in a house where you got to leave your room and walk down the hallway to hear it. Like, no, bro, you just hear it. So if you can sleep through all of that, something tells me that she wasn't asleep. She probably woke up and like let that nigga clap again, and just this is probably just a boof story, bro. She probably just angry about some stupid shit.
And you not even know. Come on, man. This guy came in, got his stuff, took a shower. If that's the case, or unless you were just lit, you were wasted.
I mean, yeah, that's probably also lit though. She's probably just wasted. Let's get into the part 2 though.
Get into it. Let's go.
Here are the answers to some of the questions and comments that you guys have been asking in the comments of my last video.
Why does she be so close to the camera though? Like, is she like fat or something? Like, she gotta back up a little bit. Like, bro, that's what fat girls be doing. They be like this. They be
If you haven't already watched part 1 of how this guy ghosted me while we were on vacation together, go check that out. Part 1 is people were concerned that I would end up with the bill for the hotels. So he actually already prepaid for the hotel, and the reservation was completely in his name. I double checked with the front desk that the card is on file as his name. Like, my name's not anywhere, so I wouldn't be responsible for that bill. And I just double checked. I was like, I'm not getting charged. They're like, yeah, and you can use room service till the end of the day, which I have been. The second is that there was some confusion about how I said we're both clean travelers. So the reason I know that is because we've talked about in the past. We're both the type of people who like fold our stuff, put it in the drawers, hang up all of our clothes, iron all of our clothes, and like we don't live out our suitcases on vacation. So that's why the room looked so clean, and why it was hard for me to really gauge when he took his stuff and left, because like all he would have had in there was his suitcase anyway. Like, everything else was away. The next is like a very obvious question that I'm sure like I know why you guys asked, is why would I go on vacation with somebody as a second date? We live in different states, so I mean, one person would have to fly anyway, so it was like, why not meet in Miami? And the thing is, like, okay, if I'm gonna be with a shitty guy, I'd rather be the shitty guy in Miami than Applebee's, okay? Lastly, people were kind of confused about how I was talking about housekeeping, and then what else was I talking about time-wise? Oh, the reservation times. So I'm gonna clear up that timeline, but the reason I was doing all of it was to show that, like, oh, he must have left while I was sleeping because of XYZ. So around like maybe 10:30, he's like, I'm gonna go meet up with my sister who I haven't seen in 2 years. I'll be back by noon. And we had a lunch reservation for 1:30. And so like for me, I was like, oh yeah, he's definitely not getting lunch with her. Like, we have lunch reservations, he knows this. And I said, okay, like, you don't have to get back by noon, but just like be back in time for our reservation. He said, cool, I'll be there. Around like 1, I started to kind of be like, or maybe it was a little earlier than 1. I was like, oh, where are you, blah, blah, blah. And that's when I kind of started noticing like, oh, he's like, where is he?
Oh, okay, see, I ain't gonna lie. At first, I thought Shorty was tripping, but low-key, that's kind of weird. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Even if you're just trying to smack some cheeks that you just flew out and dip, at least just smack the cheeks and just let her know, like, yo, you can stay in the hotel, but I'm not coming back. That's a lot more respectable, bro. It's not good to just have people, like, not knowing what's going on. Because me, personally, I don't like not knowing what's going on. If I don't know what's going on, you easily could have told me. I'm gonna just not fuck with you no more, for real. I probably run it up on you, too.
And so I got back to the room, chilled for a little bit, was just getting angry about like, where the fuck are you? And that's when housekeeping came at 3:30. And the
Usually, this is my nebulizer. This is not what it looks like.
significance of housekeeping is
I
that
have
they
asthma.
came before I took my nap. So he basically, the bathroom, like after housekeeping had come, there was a wet washcloth in the bathroom, which made me realize that he must have come after housekeeping came at 3:30. And
Nebulizer.
I napped right after housekeeping. So I was like, realistically, he did this while I was taking my nap in the room. And then he went and took a shower while I was in the room. Yes, I was knocked out like a tank, clearly. I'll, of course, update you guys with anything that happens part 2. I have a couple tricks up my sleeve about how I'm going to figure out some more information, but I'm definitely going to update you guys either way. And if you haven't watched part 1 already, go watch it.
So, based upon how she's talking, and I'm going to say this because we stereotype all the time.
Yeah, I want to hear what he got to say about this.
We can assume that this is a certain demographic of man that she went on vacation with based off
Right.
of how she talks. I'm not saying that that's always the case, but based off how she talks, that's the way it seems. Now, the second thing, I know a lot of you sleuths and you internet detectives are thinking, so he used a washcloth, which we know a lot of times white dudes don't use washcloths, which seems a little odd. It's kind of like, who is he? Who is this dude?
Man, fuck out of here, bro. That racist ass shit. Fuck out of here, bro. I want to see these text messages, gang. Then we gonna be on to the next video after this one, though. But yeah, let's see these texts real quick.
Back to the video. Let's go.
This guy ghosted me while we were on vacation together. Here's some of the receipts. We still don't have like an update yet, but here's like our last conversations. And keep in mind, he left Friday probably around like,
Oh, so she's not fat. Okay, so do you want to come out there to be... Wait, do you want me to come out there and be with you? No, blah, blah, blah. Let me know if there's anything I can do. I'm worried about you. Never mind, I just saw that you came and grabbed your stuff while I was sleeping. Hey, is everything going to be okay with you? I'll be fine. 4:05. Oh, damn. These aren't like too far apart text messages.
not Friday, Saturday around 1-ish. I don't fucking know. I don't care. If you haven't already watched the video, go watch it.
Is she gonna
Okay,
read it?
so as you should know, we had lunch reservations.
Okay, no, I'm gonna read it. I came into the room. Where you at? Ronnie, this is so disrespectful. You said you'd be back at noon. That came 2 hours ago. Now you're MIA while we have other plans. Yes, you're right. I'm wrong for being... I thought it said black. My bad, y'all. I'm like dyslexic. Yes, you're right. I'm wrong for being back as I said for not being back as I said I would. I got some pretty devastating news while having lunch. She said, "You okay?" He said, "Honestly, eating and dinner is the last thing on my mind." Oh, it's okay. Da da da. This is her being just a W homegirl, not homegirl, but bitch, you're clapping cheeks. He said, "Yes, I'll be out there."
At 1:30, and I think probably the message where I'm saying this is so disrespectful is probably around like 1:25, maybe 1:40 or something. So he's clearly railroaded through the plans, and I'm letting him know this is not okay. And then he apologized, being like, "I have found out some devastating news that myself, as well as like 2 million other viewers, we don't believe that he found out devastating news. We believe that he was ghosting me. Like, he left me mid-trip. He took his stuff and left while I was sleeping." And you know what? I'm a trusting person, so I'm feeling bad for this guy. He's like, eating dinner is the last thing.
I ain't gonna lie, this is actually making me a little sad. Like, she actually seems like extremely cool, care. Like, she has like a heart full of love. Like, she probably was like actually really fucking with this dude. He's just being like a dickhead for no reason. It's actually pretty fucked up. I ain't gonna lie.
On my mind. First of all, it's lunch. But I go, "It's okay. Are you going to stay out there?" I don't know where I really thought there was, wherever he was supposed to be with his sister. And I was like, "If so, like, I'll see you tomorrow, feel better." And he'll go like, "Yeah, I'll be out here." And I asked, "Do you want me to come with you?" Because again, such a nice person. He said, "No, whatever." So at this point, I'm actually worried. I'm like, "Let me know if there's anything I can do."
Low key, your first mistake was like having intercourse and like trying to get with a nigga with an Android, bruh. I just realized these text messages is not blue. I think you had an Android. You thought this... Yeah. Nah, let me stop victim blaming.
And then I realized that while I was napping, he had taken his stuff and left. And so at that point, I was like, never mind, I just saw you grab your shit and left. And then yesterday, I asked, "Is everything going to be okay with you?" And he said, "I'll be fine." And that's the last we've talked. I do plan on reaching out towards like the end of the week, because I'm not going to, like, I'm not a desperate bitch. I'm not going to seem like a desperate bitch. And I want it to like kind of find out more organically. But if I don't know...
Yo, she's just trying to get like, what's it called? Closure, bro. Because this is like some... It's not like some like he hit her, like no real trauma, PTSD. But this is kind of weird, bro. Like, if this happened to me, this would kind of fuck me up, like mentally. I'd be like, yo, what was the point of this? Like, what was the point of all this? You feel me? Like, that's weird.
by the end of the week, then we will be figuring this out one way or another. What the fuck happened? Because literally we were having like it was a date vacation, and so we were having a great vacation. So I thought, and yeah, he said he had this devastating event and had to run and didn't say bye. I don't know. It was a second date, and for people saying like, oh, like this is your fault for going on a vacation as a second date, I have a couple responses to that. One, if men take you to Arby's, just say that. Two, I feel like as long as you're in a position where financially and decision-making wise that you are able to leave the situation if need be, so being financially able to get your own hotel if needed, financially able to get your own flight if needed, get your own Uber if needed, then vacations for dates aren't really that bad of an idea. Like,
yeah, bro, if y'all both having it, why not go to Puerto Rico? Why not go to Miami? Why not go somewhere? Because especially if y'all don't live in the same state, if one of y'all gonna travel, you both might as well do so. Because, like, fuck it. And, nigga, if something weird happens, nigga, like, you have your own money, so you could just dip. A lot of y'all bitches be have, like, y'all be bold when y'all be fucking with niggas getting flown out. Y'all be flying out with no money. So if something goes wrong, there's really nothing y'all can do about it. And that's what y'all problem is. Y'all mad at the women who has their shit together. That speaks a lot of volume.
really get to know somebody on a vacation. If they're flying you out, like, go do it, girl. Like, what the hell? Also, for everyone making fun of my tongue, fuck you. I had been drinking pina coladas that, yes, I had been charging to the room. I had been tipping everyone 40% the entire time I was running up the bill.
Well, you weren't tipping it. It was the other dude's credit card that was tipping it. I'm just saying, by the way. Which, she's not wrong for doing that. She's not wrong for it. That nigga want to be weird, why not be weird back? Fuck it, bro. Reciprocate the energy.
But yeah, the little search bar on my last video now says white tongue. My tongue is like, leave me alone. But I'll of course keep you guys updated as I know more, which I am determined to get to the bottom of this, and some Tampa girls offered to help.
Hey man, W video man, shout out J.I. Wisdom man. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and drop a like on the video if you fucked with it. We're gonna be back with the next one. We live on Kick every single day from Monday through Friday. Let's get it. Bow.